Today, I learned something really interesting and fascinating. Achievement of India's in nuclear energy sector. So recently, on April 6, 2026, in Tamil Nadu, something really amazing happened. We were successfully completed of making thorium-based reactor. The second stage of thorium-based reactor, that is fast breeder reactor. So before telling you about that, I would go back to 1947 when India got independence. We did not have much energy and resources for us. So, so India was dependent on other countries. So yesterday I talked about coal gasification. So the main crux of everything is India needs to be independent. We need not to be dependent on any country for anything. Because if we are dependent on them, then they have the leash of India. Like they can control us and they can, you know, negotiate with us for any kind of purpose. So, uh, one of the main thing that India lacks is in the energy sector. Yesterday I told you about like we import LPG and all the coals and everything. So, in 1945, when America bombed on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. So, nuclear energy has so much energy that there was a thought of one American scientist that we can use that energy in electricity to produce electricity. So, at that time, there were several plans made, and in India, there was a man, a genius man, I would say, Homi J. Baba, and he was the one who laid the foundation of India's nuclear energy programs, and he gave us the plan. Like the material uranium is one of the most uh, it is a nuclear element and it can produce so much energy, but India have only 2% of it. So to produce nuclear energy, we have to import uranium. So the basic cause why we are creating nuclear energy is to be independent. And to create that energy, we have to import uranium. So it's like a ripple effect. So the research happened, and what we got to know is India have one element at the coastal regions of Orissa and Kerala, that is thorium. Like it's not directly thorium, it's some other material, but inside that you can extract thorium. So it might seem simple, but to extract energy from thorium, it's another step. So there was a three-stage plan that was made by Homi J. Baba in the year 1960s. But in 1966, in a plane crash, he died. And after that, the process happened. And the stage first was pressurized water reactor. And over the world, everyone was in race to make that. And like many countries made that happen. And today, there are many countries who have this. And India also have made so much, like 4 to 10 pressurized water tanks. I don't have the exact number, but it might be higher. I think so. So the second stage was to build a prototype fast breeder reactor, like its complete stages. So it was one of the difficult thing to make. And in the entire world, there is only one country that is currently running that is Russia. And the second is India itself. So like it is so much you can imagine like how much hard it is. that no other country in the world is ever made that. And if they have made, like France and Japan, they made that, but it was so hard to handle that. So there was leakage, burnings, and everything. So it got destroyed. So one of the thought that I thought, the one of the perspective I got from this is, just think, like if you as a person are thinking, are solving anything, and like it has no solution, like you have to build it on your own. Like if someone wants to build a fan, make a fan, then he knows how the fan made because someone has made that happen. But to build something on your own without any help is so much hard. Like the scientists who are working on this, like how much hard it is, you can think. And Uh, as India has not signed NPT, National Nuclear Proliferation Treaty, it's another thing why India did not sign that. So you can imagine. Uh, and one thing I forgot to add is like India have world's 22% of thorium reserves. So India can, if India is possible, if India can extract the or make the thorium reactor, we could have energies for centuries. And India does not need to be dependent on any country. So this was all for today. Thank you.